What's up, fight fans? Welcome back to the channel, and today we've got a gnarly story straight out of the UFC trenches. We're talking about the nastiest UFC veteran Cutman Tate has ever had to deal with. And yeah, it'll make your skin crawl. Brad Tate has been patching up some of the bloodiest battles inside the Octagon for nearly 2 decades. If you've watched UFC for any amount of time, chances are you've seen Tate calm, cool, and collected, dabbing away blood, closing gashes, and keeping warriors in the fight. But recently, in an interview with James Lynch from Sportskeeda, Tate revealed the one time that even he felt shaken. And it all went down in the middle of one of the most controversial fights in UFC bantamweight history. This was no ordinary scrap. These two were throwing bombs in a 5-round war. But in the middle of it all, Dillashaw took a vertical slice, vertical right through his eyebrow. Now, for those of you thinking, hey, just another cut, nope, this one was different. The TJ Dillashaw cut when he fought Kari Sandhagen. It was vertical in the eyebrow, and I had never seen that before. You need to work this. There's a nerve there. If it doesn't stop bleeding, it could cause long-term damage. And just imagine this Tate's been a paramedic, seen it all. And even he was internally freaking out. But here's the kicker, he pulled it off. Tate patched up that eyebrow like a pro, and Dillashaw kept fighting, and even went on to win the fight via a split decision. Now, was it controversial? Absolutely. But a win's a win. Unfortunately, Dillashaw's story after that wasn't quite a fairy tale. He later lost to Aljamain Sterling at UFC 280 and eventually retired, plagued by injuries. Meanwhile, his opponent that night, Kari Sandhagen, has been on a tear. After beating Davison Figueiredo at UFC Des Moines just last month, he's lined up to be the next big challenger for current bantamweight champ Merab Dvalishvili. Dvalishvili just beat Sean O'Malley in their UFC 316 rematch and looks unstoppable right now. But with Umar Nurmagomedov's return timeline still unclear, all signs point to Sandhagen getting the next shot possibly before year's end. And speaking of Nurmagomedov, don't forget, he was undefeated before Dvalishvili handed him his first loss earlier this year. Even UFC CEO Dana White said a rematch would be a legacy fight for the Georgian champ. So now the stage is set. Sandhagen could finally capture UFC gold, but to do it, he'll have to overcome a relentless machine in DVAL, ISHVLI. So the question is, can Sandhagen finish what he started after that brutal war with Dillashaw? Or will Dvalishvili continue his reign of dominance? Drop your predictions below, smash that like button, and don't forget to subscribe for more wild UFC stories and fight breakdowns every week. Until next time, stay sharp, fight fans.